Indonesian Tzu Chi volunteers deliver care packages to the local communities. Taipei Tzu Chi volunteers working with governmental departments to promote vegetarianism. Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Joyce Ho. Thank you for joining us. The Islamic Ramadan started on the evening of April 23rd this year. However, returning home for the festive season is out of the question for many Muslims in Indonesia due to the epidemic. To lessen the financial burden of many students and the unemployed, Tzu Chi volunteers provided daily supplies and prevention materials to help from the local police.
To prevent the spread of the epidemic, Indonesian government has implemented social restriction order in Jakarta. However, city volunteers are still busy working the warehouse.
Some residents have lost their jobs or reduced their incomes. These daily supplies can lessen their financial burdens. Tzu Chi is not only helping them this time, will continue to hold distributions.
This year, Islamic Ramadan begins on the night of April 23rd. Due to the epidemic, many students are unable to return home for the occasion. Volunteers have brought food to give them some comfort.
The supplies Tzu Chi has given to us are very practical. It's Ramadan and also epidemic time. Our students are trapped in the dorms. Having these supplies, they will not go hungry.
Thank you for giving us 1,000 supplies so that we can better fight the epidemic. I hope everyone's life can return to normal soon.
In the epidemic time, police officers' workload has also increased. To thank them, volunteers have delivered epidemic prevention supplies as well as 20,000 daily use items, which the police officers will distribute to families in need.
Since the government is implementing social restriction order, only those with permits can travel freely. Tzu Chi supplies are donated by people with kindness. Now that they will be given to people in need through the hands of the police, we are happy to do so.
The police is working together with charity organizations to help the residents in need get through the difficult epidemic time.
While winter is about to settle in, South Africa is under lockdown until the end of April due to the novel coronavirus pandemic. Not only the local economy is suffering a severe decline, the vulnerable communities are also enduring hardship. To help relieve their burdens, Tzu Chi volunteers in Johannesburg quickly prepared 2,000 food and necessities packages for the affected communities.
South Africa's lockdown is going on until the end of April. Tzu Chi's South Africa chapter thus came together quickly to send the first batch of necessities to 2,000 families. Items include cornmeal, sugar, salt, beans, and cooking oil. Emmanuel is one of the people in charge of cases in Ivory Park of Johannesburg. And he is an alum of the New Shoot Scholarship Program.
The more I give, is the more I have my mind, to be calm, and just to make sure that everything that I do in future, I'll also benefit from. It might be anything that I need or not, but I'll be able to benefit.
With the epidemic invading and the country shutting down, it is feared the winter months in South Africa are going to be even worse than before. Tzu Chi and other charity organizations or private donors will remain supportive during these difficult times.
Due to the pandemic, Thailand is under a state of emergency and a nationwide curfew, causing many businesses to close and the economy to falter. To help those affected by this disaster, Tzu Chi Thailand chapter is planning to distribute 30,000 care packages in the Greater Bangkok area. Upon the arrival of relief aids at the Thailand Jinsu Hall, 200 volunteers came to prepare for the distribution. Let's take a look.
After the pandemic hit the country, the streets of Bangkok are no longer filled with people. Many businesses have closed for the time being. For the poor and the disadvantaged, like this grandmother who has to feed 3 grandchildren, It's like pouring salt on a wound.
Due to the novel coronavirus, please let us know how many in your community are affected.
We want to help all the people, but the government has limited funding.
Tzu Chi Thailand chapter plans to use a 3-month period to distribute 30,000 care packages in the greater Bangkok area to those affected.
It includes rice, cooking oil, noodles, sugar, salt, and beverages. We are happy that some Taiwanese-based companies in Thailand have shown us support and assistance.
After the aid supplies arrived at the Jing Tzu Hall, over 200 volunteers gathered to organize it all. Wearing a face shield, mask, reduced talking and social distancing from one another, Tzu Chi volunteers do not complain, though April is the hottest month in the country.
Items are healthy. My fingers are cracked. Sweat is in my eyes and on my glasses, but I am beaming with happiness and Dharma joy.
Community residents have also come forth to assist.
When the neighbors heard Tzu Chi will come to help, they were so happy, so I came especially to help.
When difficult times arise, we should help one another.
During times of crisis, people gather in solidarity to get through the adversity.
Tzu Chi in Indonesia has delivered prevention materials to 37 hospitals and health centers in Batam to support the frontline professionals to fight the COVID-19 pandemic. Indonesia Tzu Chi volunteers have also provided more than 200 local-style vegetarian lunchboxes for the medical staff, promoting vegetarianism and delivering their best wishes.
As part of the defense system, vegetarian food helps to boost the immune system. This is the Tzu Chi Indonesia Batam Liaison Office, where kitchen volunteers are cooking up something with an Indonesian flair. Pandan leaves have been added to the white rice to give it an extra flavor, while the colorful vegetarian dishes are plenty filling and healthy to boot.
Everyone has Dharma joy in their hearts, as it is a rare opportunity to be able to provide food for our frontline workers. Everyone is happy to be here.
Budaya Tzu Chi atas donasinya, mudah-mudahan kita semua sehat semua dan kami di sini bisa membasmi semua virus corona ini.
Volunteers keep to a strict operating procedure while they deliver the Indonesian flavored lunch with Jing Tzu aphorism on it.
We have brought an extra set of clothes from home. We also wear masks and wash our hands frequently. When the activity is over, we will wash our hands and then change masks.
In front of the Jing Tzu Hall, volunteers also share vegetarian lunches with passers-by, so more people can be exposed to the good that is vegetarian.
In consideration to the contributions of medical professionals, Tzu Chi volunteers in Penang, Malaysia prepare 50 vegetarian box meals to Penang Central Hospital Monday to Friday every week, taking care of the busy hospital staff with a healthy diet.
In this family kitchen, the volunteers are cooking vegetarian dishes with a mother's touch.
We prepare 3 dishes every day because I have to cook every dish several times. I have to start at 5:30 in the morning.
5 days a week, Tzu Chi volunteers prepare 50 vegetarian box meals and deliver them to the Penang Central Hospital.
Sometimes we're very busy treating patients, but because you deliver the meals to us, it saves us a lot of time.
Tzu Chi gives us vegetarian boxes meals every day because they hope more people can be vegetarian and this epidemic can be over soon.
I want to thank Tzu Chi for giving us these vegetarian meals so we can eat more veggie meals, and it's good for our body and the environment.
We now realize that allowing people to eat veggie meals can be so joyful. It can also reduce much killing. These doctors can also eat them with peace of mind.
Standing together with the medical professionals, Tzu Chi supports them with delicious and nutritious vegetarian meals.
During COVID-19, many governmental departments are working with Tzu Chi to promote vegetarianism in Taiwan. Taipei Tzu Chi volunteers prepare vegetarian meals and deliver them to a number of offices across the city. The daily lunch delivery team is made up with a number of business owners and management personnel that are all suited up for this mission.
它这个是直线跟横线是它的地板的，还是说？哦，这是梁。拜拜。大概快要3月中的时候。
We started with Center for Disease Control mid-March. Today, we are heading to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
这两位今天会跟着你。对，好不好？这2位跟着。6人关了哦。那大部分都是老板或者。
They're mostly company owners or management personnel. Their time is flexible, so they can help out.
帮忙配合这样子。
We think it is fine to spend 1 to 2 hours alone to help out. This way, we can promote vegetarianism and also appreciate government officials for working together to fight the epidemic. We think it is worthwhile.
好，来，金师兄，你说有一个路线图的部分嘛？我把这路线图打开来看一下哈。好，路线图。
在部内的部分来讲呢，总共会有19个私处的部分哈。是。那这个我们把它分成路线 A 的部分，还有路线 B 有2个点，路线 C 有2个点。
薄一点，对，然后呢，那个你这样。
In terms of the cost of the food ingredients, many Tzu Chi volunteers are very generous. For instance, we asked this sister to cook vegetarian eel. Then she said she will pay for it since it is a rare opportunity. Many people who cook pay for the cost of the food ingredients. The people who cook did not apply for compensation. Some people just bought the vegetables and work together with others.
During this epidemic, I'm very happy that I can help people who are so busy.
哎，你好，我们是到那个博物室送慈济的便当。 还是别用车拖嘛，在。哦，你好，我们在柜台1楼这边了。那我们大概是3点10分来回收。好 ，OK， 3点10分。谢谢你们。不用，谢谢你。哦，好，感恩。开会部门。对。好。不要在2个方向走。秘书的他们相关。来收那个。就颜色会14。 啊，他便当应该已经在门口了。对，在这边。谢谢。哦，曾小姐吗？是，我是慈济，我们来收。是。好，感恩。好，谢谢。 我自己真的觉得有来领便当的，就是或是有来要帮忙大家发送便当会，他们各部门。
I think that people who came to get the lunch boxes and delivered them to different departments are like bodhisattvas. They're exuding a noble disposition. It is really different.
Business owners in Taipei started promoting vegetarianism within their companies during the pandemic. By providing vegetarian meals in workplaces, less animals are killed and burdens for meat consumption are also reduced. Let's take a look.
It is close to noon and Tzu Chi volunteers in DaAi are packing meal boxes. These boxes are different because they belong to the employees or control group. The company managers lead the staff to eat vegetarian meals because of the epidemic.
The epidemic has caused widespread panic around the world. The master is urging everyone to be vegetarian, and the communities are pushing for it. The timing seems right, and because we're pushing for the vegetarian diet, the volunteers in DaAi are making the veggie meals for us. This is how it happens.
While Meijing and her husband run the company, both are also Tzu Chi volunteers. Not only Taiwan, they have also made their staff in the overseas offices to go vegetarian.
I feel that if I don't eat meat, I won't feel full, but after eating veggie for days, I feel my burden has become lighter. I feel better, so I feel vegetarian food is good too.
I feel my conditions are good after eating veggie meals for 3 days. Eating vegetarian food is a healthy choice for our body, and if we eat vegetarian food, it's a big blessing for us.
Xingong Group works with a restaurant that provides vegetarian box meals 3 days a week. It can help the restaurant to overcome the decline in their business.
What's special is that our foundation will pay for some of the costs, and the employees will also pay some of the costs. Sister Run and hope through this event, the employees can be inspired to have good thoughts while they pay for their meals.
These owners are very kind. For example, a box egg meal costs $2.65. The boss pays $1.66, and the employee pays 99 cents. This can encourage the employees to eat vegetarian meals.
The employees also use their own lunch boxes so they can reduce the burden to the earth. They want to start going green.
Many people love drinking chrysanthemum tea. According to traditional Chinese medicine, the tea is good for our eyes. But do you know that teas brewed with the white chrysanthemums or the yellow ones have different effects? Let's see what the doctors say about it.
A sip of chrysanthemum tea emits its fragrance in one's mouth. These dried chrysanthemums are traditional Chinese medical herbs.
People often buy the white chrysanthemums that are produced locally in Tongruo because they are more fragrant.
There are white and yellow chrysanthemums. The white ones improve one's eyesight better, and they can help reduce eye fatigue. The yellow ones work well with eliminating heat, so they work well if you have sore throat or have a wind heat type of cold.
If your eyes feel fatigue or sore, you can use the white chrysanthemum. But if your eyes show little signs of redness or having sense of something stinging or pain, or if you have the sore throat, you can use the yellow chrysanthemum.
In other words, people who use a lot of computers or smartphones tend to have eye fatigue, so they should use the white chrysanthemum.
You only need 5 flowers. You don't need to grab a large amount of flowers.
The doctor wants to remind people who suffer from diarrhea easily or with a cold-bodied nature should consult a traditional Chinese medical doctor first if they intend to drink the chrysanthemum tea for a long period of time.
Accumulation of trash in our environment leads to ecological catastrophes. In the past few months, a number of sea turtles has been found stranded and dying on Kending Beach in Taiwan. According to the National Museum of Marine Biology and Aquarium, ocean trash are found within the body cavities of many sea turtles that were rescued.
就是它的脖子啊，脖子那些现在外观上看起来会有一些黄白色，那个是它伤口复原之后的结痂。
This olive ridley sea turtle is lucky to be alive. After being hooked by a fishing net, it was immediately sent to the National Museum of Marine Biology and Aquarium in Pingdong.
Live turtles frequently come here, about 20 of them a year. They are mostly green sea turtles. If you look at our tracking system from the dead turtles and live turtles, almost 90 of the turtles are green sea turtles.
Only 20% of sea turtles rescued are successfully rehabilitated, according to the Ocean Conservation Administration. Last year alone, 269 turtles were reported as being in trouble, but 213 perished. Each injured turtle is isolated in a separate pool. It's protected by a group of veterinary helpers before they are released into the wild. They also sample their stool and find many different types of garbage.
保丽龙啊，还有那个塑胶管子啊，塑胶管在哪里？这个有点类似一个小的塑胶管，有没有？塑胶管哎，对，就是这些东西虽然不会让海龟马上死掉。
Although these things will not let the turtle die immediately, but we imagine that these turtles eat so much garbage that in fact it begins to occupy a large part of their digestive tract, which becomes full of these things. This will affect the digestion and absorption of nutrients for a long period of time.
你现在每天都看海龟吗？对啊，我几乎每天都会来海边看一看，观察一下海龟。
Chen Xinghua, a veterinarian from Taipei, settled in Hengchuan due to his love of sea turtles.
大概快的话2分钟，慢的话大概4、5分钟就会上来换气一次。所以看到的时间很短了，所以要花时间。
Regardless of whether it is a sunny or rainy day, visiting with these sea turtles and watching them feed is the most healing part of the day for Dr. Chen.
其实恒春半岛从海口沙滩一直到
In fact, the Hengchuan Peninsula runs from Haikou Beach to here, and the beach at Xuniu River. There are local people who say there are turtles coming ashore to lay eggs.
2 years ago, he discovered sea turtles coming ashore and laying eggs. It was the first time the Kending National Park Administration recorded turtles hatching in this area.
陆客还很多之前。
In the past, Chinese tourists would leave a lot of garbage here. If it is a stream of sewage water which has not been treated, then it will cause long-term poisoning of marine life. This pollution of plants and algae, which will be absorbed by the sea turtles who eat this type of marine life.
To stop this turtle tragedy, Dr. Chen continues to travel across southern Taiwan, scouring every section of beach to safeguard the turtles' natural environment and give them a safe place to live.
Chile Tzu Chi volunteers delivered infrared thermometers to support epidemic prevention actions and distributed rice and noodles to the vulnerable communities. Thank you for joining us and see you next time.